Hi, I'm Jo Davies, and today I'm talking with Treasa Dunworth from the Faculty of Law. She's one of the presenters in our upcoming seminar, The Arab Spring. Welcome, Treasa.
Thank you.
With the arrest of several key figures in Libya, namely Gaddafi's son, what do you see as the role of the International Criminal Court in relation to Libya's Transitional National Council?
Well, the role of the International Criminal Court and Libya, whether that's the TNC or not, is very interesting at the moment. And in fact, it's just a year ago today, the 15th of February, that the Security Council originally referred the situation in Libya to the ICC to investigate to see whether there should be a trial for any of the core crimes. And subsequently, as you know, there was indictments issued against Gaddafi himself, which were discontinued when he died, his son, and the head of the armed forces. What we're seeing more recently is a tug of war, if you like, between the Libyan authorities and the court, with both claiming jurisdiction. The law, at first blush, the law appears to be clear. It says in the treaty that establishes the International Court that the court will only take jurisdiction over a case where a state is unable or unwilling to prosecute. The Libyan authorities, of course, say that they are able and willing, but that in turn raises a whole host of other questions about issues of a fair trial. Is it appropriate that Gaddafi's son gets to go to The Hague and stay, as the media call it, at the Hague Hilton, while the foot soldiers in Libya face the death penalty and Libyan standards of criminal justice?
So what is the biggest challenge facing the International Criminal Court?
The biggest challenge facing the court regarding Libya, the Libyan situation, is in many ways a reflection of the challenges facing the court more generally. It was always a fragile institution. It's, in international law terms, it is relatively recent, only existing since 2002, and it is always going to be pulled between the imperatives of criminal justice and the realities of international politics. There are increasing criticisms of the court. It is seen as a Western-dominated court that is only shining its light into Africa. So we are seeing the spectre of selectivity. Libya is no exception to those. Libya is no exception. So I think that navigating the politics and the law is going to be difficult for the court. If we step back and look at how this situation came before the court, it wasn't the court itself that decided to investigate in Libya. It was instructed to do so by the Security Council. While that is part of the way in which the court operates, it's perhaps unfortunate, in my view, that this happened so early while the conflict was still ongoing. It raises the tension that is always there in international criminal justice between the imperatives of security or reaching a peaceful settlement on the one hand, and accountability for those who are responsible for atrocities against a civilian population on the other. And how the court is navigating this remains to be seen.